Hello and welcome to the video. Before we get started, if you'd like to provide input on future content and get our weekly newsletter, click on our survey. The link will be below. We also have a report on Ethereum 2, along with a bonus report on why you should learn Solidity now. Again, the link will be below. Now on to the video, and thank you. Okay, so today what I'm going to do is what I promised is try to get this Arweave server going, or node going, development node going. So you can see here we got the instructions. I've already checked to make sure, checked and or downloaded to make sure I have all these things. So now the next step, and hopefully I won't have a problem, is to do the git clone and see what we got there. It looks like you don't even have to build it. It actually looks like they actually provide you the built thing in there, but we'll see what happens. Okay, so git clone. Looks like it's getting it. All right. Now, theoretically, we should have and under that should be rebar 3. Well, that's interesting. Let's see what we got. As a prod tar. Let's see what that is. This is not extracting, it's looking at it. Let's have a look. That's an awful... Let's try something. No, it's not as prod tar. Alright, I don't know what that is. Let's see what we got here. It says right here, this is a prod tar. Then you will find the gzip tarball at... Let's see if there's a build directory here somewhere. It's looking... It's not... Let's look what rebar.config is. Well, that may be it. Maybe an executable. Let's give that a shot and see what happens. Okay. So rebar 3 is an application, not a tar. So let's get rid of rebar. So we got this rebar 3. Well, let's try this. It seems kind of weird, but I've never seen a command like that. But no, looking like it's liking that. Okay, I've not seen that before, but I'm not familiar with rebar. So looks like it's doing its thing, fetching what it needs to fetch, and getting the things it needs to get. And what's supposed to happen, I don't know if you can see what you're seeing. Yeah, you're seeing it. So what's supposed to happen is it's supposed to give you a build at the end. Once it's done. And then you should be able to go there, and that's there. CMake not found. Okay. Apt-get install CMake. Thought I had it. Thought I checked for that, but I guess I didn't. There we go. It's liking that, I think. All right. Well, rebar is something new to me, but it seems to... So this looks like we got some C++ going on here. Let's see. Okay, so we're back. We're done. It has done building successfully, which is really nice because so many times you don't have that. So let's go see what we got. So what it does is it does build it, but it also gives you a tarball, which is kind of nice. But let's see if this is going to be cooperative. Let's go back and look at the so it should be bin, and let's go back here. Bin. So where? Let's go to bin and see what we got. Okay. Yeah, I'm not, you know what, let's look at what's in this, this tarball. Let's copy it to another directory. And Let's try something before I do that. Okay, so let's see what we got. So this is saying that you should run, there's no start dev, but there is a start dash dev. That's what let's go back here. What does it tell you to? All right, let's go to bin and let's see, start dash dev. There we go. So warn, let's see what we got here. So Erline, let's try something else. That could be that I sometimes if you don't do it in the right directory, and that could be that. Try this. Well, so it ran git clone, running a node locally. So it looks like it started it, but it looks like it wanted something else. is very interesting because it's saying that there should be a test. There's no test. None of these are directories. But the instructions they have for starting up are not. If you read this here, it says you should say bin shell should do something, bin to connected Erlang. Oh. So you can see that's interesting. It keeps launching. Could it be, or could it be also, let's just double check that the that the build completed successfully. Release successfully assembled. Building release tarball. Tarball successfully created. So this looks, let's go to the back to the tarball. Bin well, let's try something. look at that. That's looking a lot better. Okay, so you have to use the tarball, it looks like, but it did not get very far. Load configuration. Let's just do something. Let's just try start dev from here. Because sometimes what you find is, see what happens. That's looking a little bit better, because what it's going to do, if you read the instructions, is what's happening is it says here, running the bin test and build. Okay, so my guess is if you just, this looks like it's still going. Now let's go, looking at all this. I am going to bring up another, so you can see it's running all the tests. Let's try bringing up another window and bringing that in where you can see it. Hopefully that'll, I'm going to run this here, and I'm going to go, whoop, gotta type in the right spot. Okay, it looks like there's a little bit of a conflict here. But as you can see, we got it up now. So let's talk about what the main things we learned. First of all, they do have the building set up actually pretty good. So once rebar is kind of interesting. I've not used this before, but once we got that, you must go to the tarball. I thought I would be able to run it from bin. You have to untar it, and then you can see it's running the tests. I don't know if we can do this now. Bin. What happens if I do bin start dev? For some reason, unless it's still running, because we have seen cases where it's running and it just, now let's see, this says server terminated safely. So Not sure what's going on there, but our test is still going. And let's see what we got. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Trying to find the right. Here we go. So you can see it's running a whole bunch of tests, and so far so good. So it's doing storage and retrieval. The next step is to figure out how to actually get that development node up. And actually you can probably run bin shell. And we can see if we can somehow start communicating with it. So anyway, again, we've also, let's see, I just want to make sure I don't forget anything before we sign out here. So that reverb thing, running the rebar, also having to use the tarball, and again, not sure about this start dev, why it stopped. I wonder if you have to run it in conjunction with the shell or something. You have to run something because it almost looked like it was looking for a server and it couldn't. Or something that it was missing something that needed to run. Because if you look at here, it says usage. It's like it's looking for once it does some startup stuff. It's like it's looking for all Arweave server options, config file, line, port, data directory, mining, stage 1, all this kind of stuff. So that is something I'm going to have to look into. But anyway, again, hopefully this has been useful. Thank you for watching, and I will speak to you next time. Take care.